4. Interesting. Hi, quilters. Time for week 3 of the Mystery Quilt for 2014. Now, you have a whole bunch of these wonderful, colorful, I don't know why I'm calling them tortillas, but that's what they look like to me. They're wonderful, colorful tortillas. Neutral on one side, and the slit is on, it can be on either side, but you better have them all on the same side. So if they're all if you started on the solid, it better stay on the solid. If you started on the neutral side, then it better stay on the neutral side. What we're going to do today is mark these and stitch them. And you have to stitch them, otherwise in the quilt they'll balloon like that, and you don't want that to happen. So here's how you mark it. See, my slit is right there, and I want the slit to be at that side, just like that. Just trust me, just do this. I want the slit to be there, and I'm going to mark, and you need to be fairly accurate with this part. Mark that. And then I'm going to match these two up. I'm going to come up here and match them up and make the circle again. Now the slit has moved to the other side because of the way you fold it. And now I've got 4 marks marking the 4 quadrants on this side. And I'm going to take this ruler and be accurate and draw that line. Don't forget you're using your friction pen. Don't be using anything else. Okay, that's one. Let's do another one. I see where my slit is. I want it to be, let's look here so I can show you what we've done. This is the one we just did. You'll notice that the slit is between the 2 marks, okay? It's in there between the 2 marks, and that's what you want it to divide, to be in the middle of quadrant. So let's do one more, so we have this for the official record, and I'm folding this in half, and I'm marking here on this side, and I'm marking here on this side. Then I've got these 2 marks, and I'm matching them up so that I know that I've got it exactly in quarters. I don't know what this kind of geometry is called. I just know that it is geometry because it has to do with pies and quarters and stuff like that. And I love doing this kind of thing. I just don't know what it's called. I coughed again. Okay, so now you have these put together. Come on over to the sewing machine. In my first quilt, I just did white thread, just a white stitch across here to stabilize it. And it looks fine. It looks very nice, actually, but I decided for this quilt, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I've got decorative stitches on my machine, so why aren't I using them? So what I want to do is stitch very accurately on the line that I drew, a stabilizing stitch. And I'm using bright yellow thread. I'll show you when this goes through. And it's not wildly decorative. It just is. And you can see I'm being very careful. I don't know, maybe you can see, maybe you can't. I'm being very accurate on following the line. And you can just chain stitch these right on through. And the closer you butt them together, because you're going to have to trim all the little threads, the in-between threads, the closer you butt them together, the less you have to trim. Then once you get to an end, get to the end of the stack, see how I just don't have very much to trim at all. Once you get to the end of the stack, bring the last one to the front and just keep on stitching. And just chain stitch these through. Now you'll notice it's not much of a decorative stitch, it's just kind of a bolder straight stitch, but it's going to give me the line that I want to look at on the back of my, on my quilt. So Actually, that's all there is to this week. Get that done. Again, give them another good press. I'm hitting them again. Give them another good press so they stay nice and flat. And I'll see you back next week. And it'll be our last week together. Okay, bye everybody.